So it is currently raining and super humid in Korea. Well, I guess it's not raining right now, but it's supposed to rain later today. And it's gonna take me an hour and a half, according to Google Maps, to get to the stadium or the dome. And I figure it'll probably take longer because of all the traffic for 15,000 people going to one concert. But I do have my light stick ready to go, fully decorated. I'll probably take it apart and decorate it when I get home because I don't have any tools here or pictures of EXO members here. I'll have to do that later, but I'm excited. So I probably won't take my camera because it's heavy and they don't allow cameras in the dome anyway. I'll have to just vlog on my phone. But today I'm wearing this black top from Topshop and then this khaki skirt with like these little details. Today's dress code is supposed to be purple and I don't have any purple here and I don't really want to go find purple, so I guess I will be the odd one out. But yes, I will try to record as much of the concert as possible before I get my phone taken away. And it looks like they're like signing like balls and like throwing them into the crowd at the end of the concert. So I'm gonna try to catch one, but it's like 10 in the morning right now and I'm gonna leave by noon to get there by 2. I swear I did one drop and I did it on a Q-tip. Okay, this is probably like a super unpopular opinion, so if everyone on the internet decides to come and attack me, oh wow! I went to day 2 of the Exoplanet No. 5 EXPloration concert, and I think that was the worst concert experience I've ever had in my life. Like, the concert itself was really, really good. All the EXO members, like, they do their best. It's so good. And they're so good live. Like, Chen's vocals and everyone's vocals. So good. But I think it's really hard for anyone who's a foreign, like, fan to really enjoy the concert, because so I had to get my ticket on the day of at the stadium, like a ticket pickup place, because they don't give it to you through the mail because it'll take too long, I think. So you log in as like a foreign member on the S24 site. It's like a completely different site when you buy the tickets too. And so I got my ticket and I went to go pick it up, and this is where it gets frustrating. My entire family went with me to just, like send me off, and then so that they could, spend time in Seoul, and then we could meet up after the concert and go home. But apparently the only, like, acceptable form of ID is your passport, which I guess makes sense for foreigners, but I had not known that before the concert date, so I went in there with my driver's license, which is still government-issued ID. But the employees there said they couldn't take it, and they said that it was my fault for not checking the website. But, like, in my logic, I feel like it should be sent through the, like, email confirmation, like, foreigners, please bring your passport. I don't know. But, aside from that, whatever. I got my ticket. I had a standing seat, so I was in section E1. I'll try to put a picture here. And because of that whole ticket issue, I went in 5 minutes before the concert started. There's a little clip. So I had to like fight my way to the front. So this is terrible. I speak Korean. I'm fluent in Korean and English, but I pretend like I couldn't speak Korean. I went in there and I was just using my English, and I was like, excuse me, sorry, pardon me. And I went all the way to as close to the front as I could get. And so it was pretty good, but standing concerts are hard and you get dehydrated, and I was doing fine, but you'll see in the clips that I insert later. My god, these fans, they specifically, I don't know, like standing concerts, like yes, you move around and like people push and stuff, but these people were flat out pushing, and my God, it was so physically exhausting that I felt like I needed to take a break. And the employee who was working there looked at, like, we made eye contact. He was like, "Here, do you want to come out and take a break?" So me, literally 2 seconds before passing out, I'm like, "Yeah, okay, cool, I'll take a break." So I went out of the section, and the other fans were nice enough to make way for me to leave. And I was resting between what would be the stage and the standing section. Good times. I was just about ready to go back in, and this other employee comes up to me and she says, "You can't rest here." I was like, "Okay, well, I'm ready to go back in." And the guy said I can go back in, so I'm just gonna hop back in. And she said no. And so she grabbed my hand. She was like, "If you go in there now, you'll probably pass out and you'll probably die." So she was like, "We're gonna take you back to the like resting area, and you can come back later." I was like, "Okay, but it's very important to me that I can come back to this front spot because I literally fought my way for it." And she was like, "Yeah, for sure." So I follow her to like the resting area. I sit there for a little bit, and I went out right as Seoul and Chanyeol were about to like do their song. And this was before it was even released, so it was really special. And since Seoul is my bias, I was really, really excited. But I didn't get to see that part of the concert, you know, where they roll around with scooters. But that's okay. And so I sat there for a little bit, had some water, you know, air conditioning is nice. And then I decided to go back out. And the girl who's working there in like the resting area was like, "Yeah, for sure, you can definitely go back to your spot. When you're going in, just explain the situation to the girl who's like kind of like the usher, and she'll make sure to get you back exactly to where you were." She did not. I went up to her, I explained the situation. She was like, "No, no, 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 no." And so she let me back in, and I was in the very back, like the very back of the standing section. Which is okay. But that's also not okay because I was fully expecting a front seat. And so the only concert, this is probably because the only other concert experience I've had is going to a Beyonce concert. And even then I was always in the seated sections. But even for Beyonce, like they do rows of seats in the standing areas so that everyone has their own spot. And even if you're moving around, you still have your own designated area. But for these, there were no seats, so I didn't quite get that when you were buying tickets why you would select a seat in the standing area. And that information wasn't really clearly like stated anywhere. So that was kind of my concert experience. And then getting home was a really big struggle because there were so many people. And because of that whole ticket issue, I didn't get to get any like official merch. Yeah. So that kind of sucked. And I didn't get to get the photo card for the Nature Republic lipstick, but that's okay. But aside from that, I think like EXO concerts are really fun, and there's like a lot of, or K-pop concerts in general, there's like a lot of opportunities for you to like kind of connect with the K-pop fan community. I don't know what else you would call it, but like they have like dress codes for every day. So for me, day 2 is purple because the XOXO album was like, there was like the blue version and the red version, and if you mix blue and red, it makes purple. So it's like a meaningful dress code. I could not find purple. Also, I did not know about this dress code until the day of the concert. So I went to the concert, everyone's in purple. I was like, oh my God, I am the only one who's not a part of this. But for those of you who are going to an EXO concert in the future someday, look up the dress code. And then when you went, they had like these little like event things. So this was like the first part where you, or this is like the third part actually. You like hold this up, and like each section has like a different phrase, and like there's like different things that spell out with the seated sections. And before the encore, like you sing like the specific song here, and for us it was Peter Pan. Love that song. But yeah, it was fun. Like this is neat. I think it's like really cool. And then they do like things where like if you like come to the concert early, like fans will like print out pictures of like their like hip-hop person they like, and they'll be like, oh, if you've like streamed so many times, then they'll give it to you. And it's like, it's fun. I think that's cute. But yes, after the concert I was kind of sad because the whole experience was such a struggle. So I bought like the stuff that they were selling on the side of the street. Like I bought this. It's just an EXO like plastic bag. But like, they look good. I miss Chen and I miss Dio, but or not Chen, Xiumin. Sorry. And then I got this like fan and this button photo card set thing. It was like 2001. And then this is the fan that they give you when you get there. Listen, I think it's Listen, right? The fan account thing. So it was nice to see this guy. And it has a little light stick. And then this fan, because I was still sad that I didn't get anything else. I'm like not exaggerating when I say I had like the worst concert experience. Yeah, and I was really upset because like they were so strict with the ticket issue, but then like I saw a girl come in with a giant camera, like her lens was this big and she was just taking pictures, and I was like, okay, you can't even have cameras in the concert venue. Why would you even let that happen? Like, you're not monitoring the cameras, but you are monitoring the tickets. And so it was very stressful, but it was still fun. I just wish it could have been a better experience. But the Hong Kong concert is coming up, and I think they already went to Hong Kong right now. So if you guys are going to the concert, super exciting. And I hope everyone else who goes to an EXO concert or concert in the future has a great time. But that was my experience at an EXO concert. So from here forward, this is the part you guys are probably waiting for. I'm going to upload all the footage that I took from the actual concert. My phone was dying because of the whole ticket thing. And then my storage was very, very low because I wasn't planning on taking any videos. So I have very, very limited clips, but I hope you guys enjoy.
알고 계세요, 얘기 안 줘도.
맞아요.
그쵸?
진짜 신나게 놀아주고.
짚을까요? 네,
한번 짚어주세요. 한번 이렇게 짚고 이걸로 짚어줘요. 짚고 나와 진짜.
그러고 종덕이 한 말은 진짜 멋있다라고 하려고 그랬어.
아 진짜 이런 걸 TMI라고 하는 거야.
TMI.
자 농담이고
네.
오늘 공연을 같이 함께 해주신 댄서분들과 함께
댄서분들.
인사드릴게요.
인사를 한번 드려볼까요?
네, 안녕하세요.
That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.